attack and killing of innocent worshippers at St. Francis Catholic, noting that it was a calculated assault on the peace-loving people of Owo, the people of Ondo State who have enjoyed relative peace over the years. According to him, the ripple impact of the heinous act and the angry reaction across the state could not have been different. Government House correspondent Wahab Ankole has details.
The governor, who said the dastardly act could result to national anarchy, noted that Yoruba land and Owo in particular have never been conquered and will not fall to a state of disorder.
The total number of people involved is 80. As of now, 56 are on admission. 2 discharged, and unfortunately, the third toll is 22. Efforts have been deepened to prevent further casualties. I promise you that we shall commit every available resource to hunt down these mindless assailants and make them pay dearly. We shall never bow to the machinations of heartless elements in our resolve to rid us of criminals.
The chairman of the Southern Governors Forum urged people of the state to be calm and vigilant while appealing to them not to take laws into their hands.
I spoke to the heads of security agencies, and I can assure you that the security operatives have been deployed to monitor and restore normalcy to our kingdom. I commiserate with my people in Owo, particularly the families of those who lost their lives to this wicked terrorist attack. I extend my condolences to Kabiyesi, the Olowo of Owo, Oba Jibade Gbagdegesin Ogunwoye III, as well as to the Lord Bishop of the Catholic Church, Ondo Diocese, Most Reverend Jude Arogundade.
Akeredolu expressed gratitude to President Muhammadu Buhari, his vice, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, the Nigeria Governors Forum, led by Chairman Governor Kayode Fayemi of Ekiti State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, and the Oyo State Governor, Seyi Makinde, for their collective and individual show of love and empathy.
I'm particularly enthralled by the wonderful show of solidarity for my brothers across party divides, especially in the state. It is heartwarming that we have found a common ground to confront these monsters. In this regard, I thank the former governor of Ondo State, Dr. Olusegun Mimiko, and the entire PDP family.
The governor commended medics at the Federal Medical Center, Owo, St. Louis Hospital, Owo, the General Hospital, Owo, and some private hospitals who showed love and participated in stabilizing the victims in various hospitals, including the Nigeria Medical Association and Benin Electricity Distribution Company for their assistance. Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
In the meantime, Governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, and the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, say no efforts will be spared towards apprehending the perpetrators of the Owo killings. During a condolence visit to Ondo State, they condemned the incident in totality. Interior Minister, who described the attacks as horrendous, noted that it was the highest level of wickedness. Governor Makinde called for concerted efforts by government at all levels to end insecurity in the country. Again, Government House correspondent Wahab Ankole reports that Governor Akeredolu restated his passion for a secured state.
Following the unfortunate killings in the ancient town of Owo, more eminent Nigerians are with Ondo State and its people. The governor of Oyo State, Mr. Seyi Makinde, and the Minister of Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, are the latest to visit the state. At the palace of Olowo, Governor Akeredolu, who appreciated the visit, restated the commitment of his administration to a more secured state.
I want to clear our forest, and that's what it is. That was what led to our Motel Campo. Let us clear our forest of criminals. They have sense in the forest, and we have known that to continue their fight. The forest has been colonized.
The Interior Minister, who described the attack as horrendous, urged the monarch to use the power of customs and traditions to apprehend the perpetrators. The Olowo Oba Gbadigeshi Ogunoye stressed the need for concerned individuals at all levels to end insecurity in the country. Speaking with journalists after visiting some of the survivors at Federal Medical Center, Owo, Governor Makinde and Aregbesola said no efforts will be spared towards apprehending the perpetrators of the dastardly act.
It's beyond barbarism. It's savagery. To have children maimed, shot in the head, shot in the chest. What could be? For what purpose? These are vulnerable, innocent people that ordinarily should be protected by all, not to now talk of this incident happening in a sanctuary, in a place where ordinarily people should run to, should there be any attack on them or their property. It is quite objectionable and must be condemned by everybody. We will mobilize every security apparatus we have at our disposal to, one, identify, apprehend, and prosecute the perpetrators, and use this as the last of it.
We have to avoid any knee-jerk reaction. We have to, use the intelligence that we have, and we shouldn't say that this is not going to happen. We have to be prepared. That if they, especially, I don't want to make it sound like this is a regional thing. But this is, as long as it is not acceptable anywhere else, we don't even want to see this kind of thing anywhere in the southwestern region of Nigeria.
They appealed to residents to be security conscious and report strange movements in their areas to security agencies. From Owo, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
Meanwhile, the 130 crown orbers in Ondo State have condemned the mass murder of worshippers at the St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, on Sunday. A statement by the Olumoru Oba Oluwarotimi Oba Mwagun said the monarchs, headed by the Molokun of Atijere Oba Samuel Adeoye, expressed shock that such deliberate act of wickedness could still be exhibited in a democratic nation. The orbers condoled the governor of Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, and the Olowo Oba Ajibade Gbadigesin Ogunoye, and the people of Owo over the mindless massacre. The orbers appreciated Governor Akeredolu for his unrelenting efforts to protect his people and ensuring justice is served. The monarchs prayed for the Catholic community in Ondo State and the entire nation that God will restore peace and dignity in the land. Similarly, Ilaje Development Summit Group, IDSG, says the killing of innocent worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, Ondo State, by yet to be identified group in cold blood was unwarranted, inhuman, disastrous, and the products of degenerated minds and lost souls. In a statement, the executive administrator of the group, Reverend Adebawo, said the killing is one too many, especially now that peace is gradually returning to the southwest through the Amotekun Corps. Reverend Adebawo commended the swift responses of President Muhammadu Buhari and Governor of Ondo State Oluwarotimi Akeredolu to the incident and charged all security apparatus to apprehend the perpetrators. In the meantime, the Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, under the leadership of its President General and Sultan of Sokoto, Alhaji Saad Abubakar, has described the killing of worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, Ondo State, as heinous. The council urged governments at all levels to issue an ultimatum for security agencies to unravel their identity and bring to book the perpetrators of the act. According to the Sultan, the council stands in absolute solidarity with the Christian Association of Nigeria, the Catholic community, the government, and the people of Ondo State, and commiserates with families of the victims in this period of immeasurable agony and distress. Still on the Owo Church massacre, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has expressed sadness over the attack on St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, during Sunday service. Adeboye, in a post on his Facebook page, said every soul counts before God. According to Pastor Adeboye, God is greatly displeased with the wickedness and prayed God not to allow such happen again. Now, the people of Ondo State are still grappling with the pains of a gruesome attack on St. Francis Catholic Church in Owo, as victims continue to get medical attention. Following the clarion call to residents of the state to donate blood to save lives of victims of the unfortunate attack, our reporter, Joy Pius, was at the different collection centers to ascertain the level of response. The report.
The mindless attack on worshippers at St. Francis Catholic Church, Owo, on Sunday the 5th of this month sent shockwaves to the people of Ondo State. The attack, which left many dead and scores injured, necessitated emergency health care for victims at Federal Medical Center, Owo, and other hospitals in the town. So much blood lost, hence the clarion call on residents of the state to donate blood to save the lives of the victims. At the Unimed Teaching Hospital and the Mother and Child Hospital in Akure, health workers were thrilled by the response of the public who donated enough blood for the victims' survivor.
Immediately we made the clarion call, people started showing up, and as of today, we have bled about 59 people in Unimed Teaching Hospital. And Red Cross also collaborated with us at Ondo there. So we really want to appreciate the public for their great turnout. We have been able to raise a total of 104 pints because the blood donation was not only taking place at Unimed Teaching Hospital, was also taking place at Mother and Child Akure and College of Health Technology.
People came out in mass to come and donate. We started on evening Sunday around 4 p.m. and people came till 9 p.m. People came out to come and donate. On Monday, people came out in mass to come and donate. And at the end of the day, we realized 110 pints of blood. Even some people donated from church.
Some of the donors said donating blood is an act of service to humanity that should never be turned down.
I feel touched about what happened in Owo presently. So that brought me here to save their lives. So donation of my blood. The least I could do is to donate blood and continually pray that every one of them recover fully, and that for the bereaved, the families and every one of us will be able to console one another and then be able to bear the loss.
A group of Muslim youths under the umbrella of Majlis Kudan Ahmadiyya were also on ground to make blood donation at Mother and Child Hospital, Ondo.
We are also using this medium to pray to Almighty Allah that the victim of this attack that lost their life, may Almighty Allah forgive them, and also the one that are still battling with the recovery, may Almighty Allah give them quick recovery.
The medical staff encouraged the public not to wait till emergencies before they donate blood.
This is a simple and selfless act towards humanity for victims of our attack and others lying on their hospital beds, hoping for a chance to be on their feet again. Selfless acts like this from the public is what they count on for survival. Joy Pius, Osrc News.
Appreciated Governor Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, our kingdom, federal government, and other well-meaning Nigerians for the swift response to the attack that befell the church on Sunday. A statement by the Director of Social Communications, Reverend Father Olsen Iku, said so far the number of confirmed dead and deposited in mortuary is 38, while many others are still being treated at the hospital. While calling on residents to desist from spreading fake news that could incite both religious and political misunderstanding, the statement called for calm and collaboration with security agencies to forestall a reoccurrence. We'll take a break on the news tonight. Do stay with us. Thank you for rejoining us. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook, Osrc TV Ondo, and on YouTube you can subscribe to our channel, Osrc TV Ondo. To electoral matters now, the special convention and presidential primary of the All Progressives Congress is underway at Eagle Square in Abuja. Delegates are expected to elect a candidate to carry the party's flag in the forthcoming 2023 general elections. About 2,340 delegates from the 774 local government areas of the country, including the 6 council areas of the Federal Capital Territory, are expected to cast their votes. According to a schedule issued by the party, the voting will start after speeches by the aspirants and the President, Muhammadu Buhari. Results are expected to be announced at 10 p.m. No fewer than 300 members of the Nigerian Union of Journalists will benefit from the ongoing free medical checkup organized by the Ondo State Council. The state chairman of the union, Mr. Leke Adegbite, said the initiative is to ensure that men of the pen profession are fit at all times to discharge their duties effectively. Osrc's Bisola Aluko has a report as presented from our studios.
A healthy life is one of the major necessities of life. This no doubt prompted the Nigerian Union of Journalists Ondo State Chapter, in conjunction with the State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, to render free medical services to journalists amidst their busy schedule. The checkup includes fasting blood sugar test, blood pressure, hepatitis B and C, and medical counseling. The Ondo NUJ chairman Leke Adegbite said the union places premium on members' welfare.
Many of our members, or 90% of our members, we don't have time to visit our doctors, to visit hospitals, and we as a union, we want to be responsible and responsive to welfare of our members, and we observe that one of the ways to improve their welfare is to organize a medical outreach like this that will be more comprehensive.
The Director of Medical Laboratory Service of Ondo State Primary Healthcare Development Agency, Israel Adeyemi, said the medical checkup was essential to determine any possible signs or symptoms of a medical condition and devise a treatment plan.
Very, very timely and very, very commendable. We like to personally commend them doing this. If other organizations are coming up with something like this, there are quite a lot of disease conditions that have become so complicated that would have nipped in the bud. The health of the people would have improved more, and the money which people spend on hospital bill would have reduced, because prevention is always better than cure.
Beneficiaries applauded the initiative, saying most members do not know their health status, but with the screening, they could have an idea of what they are dealing with.
If members are well taken care of in terms of their health, I think the job will have been half done.
And some of us, we don't really see it as anything. So that you should take time to check yourself. But this opportunity will afford us the opportunity. I will afford us the privilege of having it free of charge.
You know, the results are written out for all the participants, so they will take it to the doctor. So if anyone needs to be treated, the person will be referred to appropriate quarter.
The medical outreach, which will come to an end on Thursday, is expected to be a quarterly exercise.
2 years after the suspension of physical Bible teaching work as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Jehovah's Witnesses announced the resumption of public witnessing. A statement by the ministry's national spokesperson, Olusegun Iroyemi, said this excludes door-to-door ministry. According to Iroyemi, the public witnessing will be carried out with existing government guidelines on COVID-19, urging Jehovah's Witnesses to adhere strictly to all protocols. The Jehovah's Witnesses in Nigeria spokesman called on members to share the message of hope. Jehovah's Witnesses had resumed in-person meetings on April 1, 2022, but kept their public preaching on virtual platforms. Now to the foreign scene. The man who had tried and failed to become Kenya's president 4 times is running for office again. This time, though, Raila Odinga has the backing of the political establishment which has worked against him in the past. Kenya President Uhuru Kenyatta has endorsed his former arch-rival for the country's top job, weeks after the parties joined forces ahead of presidential and parliamentary elections in August. And now to sports, as Nigeria joined 49 other African countries for the 2022 African Athletics Championship in St. Pierre, Mauritius. 100 meters men record holder Seun Ogunkoya has expressed delight over his long-time achievement in the sprint. Seun Ogunkoya, who set the 100 meters record in Dakar, Senegal over 2 decades ago, wishes for the 9.94 seconds record to be to him. Nothing would be more exciting than Patriots to emerge winner of 100 meters and improve on his 24-year-old record.
Life and life is sports. And Seun Ogunkoya still remain African fastest man. And the record has been set over 25, 26 years ago. And up to this moment, the record has not been broken. And I will be the happiest man on earth if Nigeria could be the one to break my record.
The Côte d'Ivoire National Sports Complex will host the championships from the 8th till the 12th of this month, with Ondo State teenager Okoyemi Oke taking part in the 400 meters flat and relay competition. At the Ondo State Sports Complex, Akure, the NPFL side shut out F&Y Football Club 2-1. Aziz Jagbe opened scoring in the 57th. Sancho Stars are due to trade tackles with Ekimogo Football Club Ondo in the semi-final. And that's the news, but before we go, a quick look at the top stories. The governor of Ondo State, Oluwarotimi Akeredolu, has in the statewide broadcast described the Owo massacre as a collective attack on the people of Ondo State. Mission to save the lives of those injured in the Owo attack is on.